Okay, you guys, so I've never really done this before, so I'm doing something a little bit different today. I remember sometime back, probably about a month or two ago, I got about 222 views on this video. It was a short 1-minute video, and I was showing you not to be afraid of buying end of season clearance dye that was getting ready to expire, and that I have used it for up to a full year with no problem. So I've showed you how to do that, and in that video I also gave a hint that of how I save half of my dye back, and I use a boxed dye and I use it twice. So I decided today I was going to walk you through how I do that. So first of all, I just want to let you know, if you end up liking this video, I kind of would like feedback on this video because I feel a little silly doing a hair dyeing video. I don't know. All of us women and men dye our hair. And here's the thing. A lot of people don't think about it, but it's more, the women's hair dyes are more readily available than the men's hair dyes. For some reason, there's a bigger variety. So I would say it's probably about 90% of men out there probably are not afraid to buy women's hair dye because it's hair. So who cares if it's a man's or a woman's hair dye? As long as it dyes your hair, that's all that really matters. Am I correct? So I'm so mean that this video is not just going to help women, it's also going to help men out there who dye their hair too, and how to save money. You men with short hair, you probably will be able to use, after I show you how to do this, if your hair is super buzz really short, you probably will be able to use your hair dye 3 different times. You know, dye it every 2 to 3 months, every 2 to 4 months, right? You'll be able to use it 2 to 3 times. And men probably will be able to do, which makes me jealous, be able to use it 3. Because a lot of times if you have this really short buzz cuts, you don't need very much dye really for your hair, right? Okay, so to get started, you're going to need a water bottle in order to save some of it back. Why a water bottle? Okay, here's the thing. Some dyes have a tendency to explode. And that's what I hear from all women. They're like, I never save my hair dye back because it explodes and makes a huge mess over their solution. Water bottle. This is what you use. You put half of it in here, cap it up, seal it nice and tight. It decides to solidify, which solidifying, when it solidifies, that's what causes it to explode, okay? People don't realize that. So when it solidifies, boom, it may explode, but it'll explode inside the bottle, and it'll come up to about right here, and then it'll stop. There won't be any higher for it to go because it'll be done exploding. So then when you open it up to use it again, just add a little bit of tap water, and you're ready to shake it up, and you're ready to use it again, okay? So, another thing. Vaseline. When you dye your hair, I mean, come on, everyone who dyes their hair, you do this, right? If you don't do this, I'm going to be shocked. You put Vaseline on your ears, anywhere you don't want the hair dye to stick. So that way you don't end up going to work the next day or out with the girls, the guys that night after you just freshly dyed your hair. And then boom, you got all this dye, fresh dye stains on you that may not be very bright, and maybe you could cover it up with makeup for us girls, but you know, you don't want that. So make sure any spots, including the back of your neck, you get covered with Vaseline. Okay, so there's another tip. All right, you ready for me? You ready to see how I do this? You guys get to see me all the time when I'm not looking my best. So I guess it's no brainer than when you see me again. Okay, so here's part 1. Here's part 2. This is the 3rd one. This is going to be the conditioner that goes in your hair afterwards. Then, of course, we got the actual hair dye. Now, I've done this so many times, I don't read the box, but here's the color I'm using, but if you watch carefully, I'm going to show you something else I'm doing. I still have a little bit of old dye that's a lighter color, and I'm going to mix it together. So, again, I reuse my dye. I'm teaching you guys how to do it today. So, to make it so for the video, I'm going to show you how I do it from scratch. Okay? And then I'm going to add it all together. Because I want you guys to see how I actually do it from scratch. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm just going to unscrew this top. Now, if I am starting from scratch, I would take this water bottle right here. I'm going to take about half of this. And it's going to go in here, so I just keep pouring it. Stop and I check. Till I feel comfortable. So I feel like I'm about at half. I'd say that's getting pretty close to half. Now, a water bottle is very deceiving. So you want to kind of measure with your finger at the beginning where it starts at and go, okay, I need to come down to about this point. So you want to go, after measuring with your finger, you know where the halfway point would be one in, so you can keep checking, you'll know when to stop. Okay. This is a little bit harder because what you're going to do here, and I don't know why I closed this, is this is the actual coloring. So you're going to take about half, again, and pour it in. You want the majority of it in your first application, because sometimes you can save your first application of it over a little bit still. So then here's the trick. Both bottles needs to be shaken. And you need to shake this even though you're not using it right away. Why? I'm going to go ahead and get it mixed together, because if it solidifies and you haven't mixed it together, then you got a problem. So you want to make sure you do it now. So if it does decide to try to explode and solidify, it's already mixed. Okay. So here we go. Make sure the lid's tight. I haven't cut the tip off, so it should be safe. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. I'm being goofy. I'm not used to doing videos like this. But anyway, I hope all of you are having a great day, night, evening, whenever you watch this. And I really hope this helped you. Now, there you go. I am ready to take off the tip and start dyeing my hair. See how quick, simple, and easy that was? Okay, so today, here's what I'm talking about. Can you tell how thick this is? This is one that did actually solidify on me. Every time I was using this lighter, it's like a strawberry blonde color, it would solidify on me. It's actually mixed with darker colors, but you can't tell. So what we're going to do today, since I'm mixing the two together, this is going to be fun, like a little science experiment. So here we go. That's what I like to call it. Okay. Okay. So we're going to put the full amount of the new color in with this one. And it gets a little scary looking sometimes when I do this, because when I'm mixing two different colors together, because what happens is I've had in the past where it's turned gray, and I'm like, okay, if I want a gray hair, I will just let my hair come natural. I'm starting, everyone in my family grays early, so I'm not ashamed to admit that, okay? I'm going to use the newer bottle at the end, but we're just doing this to get all of this mixed together. And I know this looks weird. Me and my husband are always trying to save money. Kind of stupid. Not on everything. We're not misers like some people are, I guess is what you would call them. We don't save every little thing, but there's certain things, sometimes we find ways we can extend it safely, and we do. So that's why don't we do with this? I learned to do it with this. Shake it up, And dark colors on the bottom. You can see it right there. Soon it's going to disappear. It's probably going to turn more this color again. I'm hoping, let's cross our fingers, it turns out a little bit different than what this color is now. I'm kind of trying to get something different going. And I have to re-dye it in a week and use another box of darker. I will do it because I have one more that I can use. And here's the fun part, is I gotta try to do this without spilling it. Oh, just a minute, because you know what? I'm not playing my music. And I decided I'm going to listen to Spotify because it's non-copyright. And I'm using some chill music because I'm dyeing my hair. Ooh yeah, baby. That's nice and cool. I got more than enough for my hair tonight. This bottle is a newer one. This is the older one. So this time I'm going to let it go and say goodbye to this. Let's look at how much I got in here. I'm not going to use the whole thing. Guaranteed. Fun fact, I never used to be big on these little brushes here. I just started getting into them. So I don't know if you guys actually want to watch me dye my hair. If you don't, you can fast forward it in the video. I'm okay with that, okay? I'm just getting ready to actually put it in my hair. I'm just showing you guys to see what I do to save the dye. Because I know that maybe not a lot of people realize they can save it and how to save it so that they can save themselves money and stretch more expensive box dye out so that they don't have to buy it so often. I'm anxious to see how this turns out. It looks like it's gonna, looks darker than it did the first round, the first one that I had, so I'm hoping. That this works. It's thick, so it takes a minute to get it out. Because like I said, it did solidify, so since it's solidified, it's a little thick coming out. So that's why it's taking me a second to run it out. And my hair is longer, so I don't get to save as much of it as I used to. I'll let it grow out, so it's longer than it looks. You guys cannot see how long my hair actually is because I have way too much natural curl and it yanks my hair up. But it's nearly down to my bra strap in some parts of my hair now. Because I have a lot of layers in my hair. My husband has learned how to cut my hair, so yes, that saves us money. My husband cuts my hair and he puts layers in it for me. He puts like 3 layers in my hair. So my longer layers on the back actually extend down to my bra strap when it's wet. But you would never know it by just looking at my hair. Okay, so here's how I get it really good. Now, once I get the roots, I trade it out. And I get messy. I try not to be, but I do. Dyeing hair is just a messy thing. Now when I got it up there, that's when I do this real quick on the sides, just to double check. Now, I'm not big on highlighting my hair and doing all that stuff. I know a lot of people just love out there to do that, so I don't really get into that. I just get into making sure my hair gets covered good. And I want you to see how well this is covered. Every bit of my hair is pretty much wet. And I'm trying to do this using the camera. I'm not used to that, but it's kind of cool this time because it's helping me see the back of my head. I normally don't have the privilege of that. Right, there we go. Turn it around. I'm covered really well. And I want you to see how much dye I have left over to use for my next application. So, open this bottle up. I'm going to save this bottle. But what I'm going to do, I'm pouring the rest of it in here. Oh, and it's going to turn out different. I want my hair to look different. I think it's really going to work. I think it's going to come out different this time. I want it more red. My husband will kill me because he doesn't really like it like that, but he can deal with it. Sometimes you got to do stuff. A girl's got to do stuff for herself once in a while. So, anyway. And there you go. I got this much left for my next application. That is how you save hair dye. Now, if you really want to see what color my hair is, make sure you watch my Q&A on 9:30 Central Time, U.S. Central Time on Wednesday night. I don't know, I might decide to sneak a video picture in at the end of this video for you, and I may not. So if I don't, and you're curious how it turned out, tune in with me for my live Q&A, 9:30 Wednesday night, U.S. Central Time. Whatever you do, keep moving, keep eating healthy, don't give up on yourself. Thank you so much for watching tonight. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, share it. If you know anybody out there who needs tips on saving money on dye, make sure you share this video with them. Like it and subscribe to my channel. Turn that red button gray for me. I'm a newbie on YouTube, really. I don't have that many subscribers yet. I'm working on it. So if you like me, make sure you hit subscribe and make my day. Okay, you guys, just one more tip. I'm letting you kind of see it's almost done. I'm almost ready to take it out. I wanted to tell you too that I know this may sound, if you're OCD about being super clean, this may not sound like a good idea to you, but honestly, hair dye can actually dry your hair out. It can cause your hair to fall out. It can cause it to become very unhealthy. Anybody's ever dyed their hair knows this, okay? Hairdressers will tell you this. I've had friends of mine when I was teenage that had to have their hair cut to so short that they actually looked like a boy, and they had really long hair. Why? Because they would change their dye every 2 weeks. Don't do that. You want to dye your hair from 2 to every 4 months. Once you have dyed your hair, make sure you do not wash your hair for 4 days. Why 4 days? Like today, Sunday, right? So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I won't wash my hair till either Tuesday or Wednesday, because I do not wash my hair for 3 to 4 days after I've dyed it initially. Because what happens is, even though you are supposed to put that special conditioner in your hair that comes with the box dyes and leave it in for like 3 minutes, correct? you're still not going to get enough moisture back in your hair. Your natural body moistures that come through your scalp and moisturizes your roots in your hair will not come back into your hair for a full 3 days. So you need to let your scalp rest and let your natural oils, natural body oils, come back into your hair. So that is why I'm giving you the tip to wait 3 days after dyeing it to wash your hair. Just a suggestion. You don't have to take my suggestion. I have a lot of natural curl. If you've seen me in person for the next 2 to 3 days, you'll see what I mean. My hair does not curl up as pretty as it normally does the first 3 or 4 days after I've dyed it, because my natural oils have not come back into my hair. So just a tip. Have a great day.